So hello friends, welcome to Input Output Canvas. So today in this video we'll discuss about another essential latest coding question. This question is very important for your upcoming essential examination, and if you practice these types of questions then you will feel more confident. So today we will discuss about a question which is min max in two arrays. Okay, so now the question is min max in two arrays. Okay, so what is the question? So we'll be giving two arrays. It could be a different length. So array 1 and it contains suppose 9, 16, 12, 5 and 15. Okay, and there is another array, suppose array 2, and it contains the values like 14, 7, 22, 5, 32 and then 77. Okay, so you will be given another integer, suppose k equals to 9, and these three are the inputs and your output will be 3. So how your output will be 3? Okay, so let's discuss about it. So you are given two arrays, array 1 and this is array 2. Okay, so you are given two arrays and an integer number k. Okay, so for the first array you have to find the greater numbers than this k. So our k is 9 and the greater numbers for this array a1 is 16. 16 is greater than this k value, that is 9. So 16 is greater than 9, 12 is greater than 9 and 15 is greater than 9. So you can see here these three numbers are greater than 9. Okay, so in array 1 the three numbers are greater than 9. Okay, so for a2 you have to find the smaller number than this k, that is than this 9. So smaller than 9 in the array 2 is 7 is smaller than 9, 5 is also smaller than 9. So these two number is smaller than 9. Okay, so for a2 there are such two numbers which are smaller than this 9. Okay, so you have get two numbers 3 and 2. You have to show the output maximum of these two numbers, that is 3 and 2. So which is maximum? So 3 is maximum, so you have to output this number. So your output will be 3. So here you can see this is the output. So 3 is the output. So now how we'll write the code for this problem? Okay, so this is very easy. So we can write two for loops for two different arrays, that is for array 1 and array 2, and for every array we'll check the condition. If this element, if the first element or the second or the third, if these elements are greater than this k value or not. If this is greater than, then we'll store the count into another variable. So similarly we'll do this operation for array 2 also. So let's write the code, and this is a very easy type question. So let's write it. So here we'll do the code using C++. So first write the basic format of the C++, that is as include iostream using namespace standard, and first write the main function here. Okay, so inside this main function write count 1 and count 2. So this will count the number of values in array 1 or array 2. Okay, so this is count 1 and initialize it with 0. So an initial count value is 0. So for the array 2 also write in count 2 and this is 0. Okay, so write a for loop for the first array, and then we'll write the for loop, and then we'll write another for loop for the second array. Okay, so write your for int I equals to 0, I less than n1. So what is n1? n1 is the length of the first array. Then I plus plus. Okay, so inside this for loop we'll check if array 1, so there was two arrays, array 1 and array 2. So we'll check if array 1 of I, so if the value of array 1 is greater than k, if it is greater than k, then we'll increase the count 1 value. Okay, so same thing we'll do for the array 2. So for that, I'll write another for loop here. So for int I equals to 0, I less than into and I plus plus. So into is the length of the array 2. Okay. So here we'll check again if array 2 of I is less than k. So here will be less than. So if this is less than k, then the count of 2 will be increased. Okay, so this is the code and we have write it inside the main function. So we want to write it inside another function. So for that, write here the function, suppose int min max in 2 arrays. So min max in 2 arrays. Okay, so inside this write array 1 and then int array 2 and then the size of the 2 arrays, that is int n1 and n2. Okay, inside this function write this whole code. Okay, what you have write here, write this whole code here. So just copy the whole code from here and paste it here. Okay, so now inside the main function we want to declare these two array 1 and array 2 and the n1 and n2. Okay, so for that write here int array 1 and the array 1 contains, so here you can see the array 1 contains 9, 16, 12, 5 and 15. So let's copy it from here and paste it inside this array 1. So similarly we'll do it for array 2. So int a2. Okay, and here inside this array 2 let's copy the elements from this array 2 and paste it here. Okay, and the size of the array 1 is, so here you can see the size of array 1 is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 and the array 2 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So n1 is 5 and n2 is 6. Now write here the function, that is this function min max in 2 arrays. Okay, and inside this function first this array 1 and this array 2 and size of the array 1 and the size of the array 2, that is n1 and n2. Okay, so inside this function after doing this whole operation, so we want to return this maximum of this count 1 and count 2. So which is maximum? So we don't know which is maximum. So for that write here max function and inside this write here count 1 and count 2. So count 1, okay, count 1 and count 2. So which value will be maximum, that will be stored into another variable, suppose int result variable. Okay, and finally we will return the result. Okay, so this result will be returned. So here the return type is integer. So now we'll print the return value here. So for that write here cout. Okay, so let's run it. Okay, there is an error, k was not declared in this scope. So here you can see k was not declared in this. So we have not declared k. So our k was 9. So we have not declared it. So let's write here k into the main and the value of k is 9. Okay, and pass it from here and we have to write the k inside this function, that is int k. Okay, so let's run it again. Okay, our output is 3 and here you can see our expected output was 3. So this is the perfect output. So hope you understand this and I have tried to explain you in a very simple way. So if you find this video helpful, then please like the video and subscribe to this channel and share it with your friends. Okay friends, so thank you for watching this video. See you in the next video. Till then, take care.